Utopia podcast. The party began to leave Maya's encampment, gathering themselves together as a rebus or a large direwolf followed by jumping, seething black abyssal creatures hovers outside Maya's sacred circle. Maya lets the townfolk loose, as well as the two Bigfoot, and the party take the villagers back to Whimsten, leaving Maya and Erebus on their own. As they get closer, they hear the swinging of a club, see the fire and destruction in the distance as the Cyclops still remains, standing in the rubble of what's left of the city of Whimsten. And after running towards the Cyclops, beginning battle, that is where we find the party.
With that,
satisfied with that answer.
You all
No, we got somewhere with that.
Stand amongst the rubble, Livy up about 40 feet on top of where a home used to be, with this hulking Cyclops stands about 40 feet tall and is just coming for you. You all having yelled at it, and Livy essentially having told it to fuck off. We are at the top of the initiative order as we kick it over to Livy. What would you like to do?
Okay. I didn't realize my turn would happen so fast. I'm panicking. Okay, so I'm gonna use Dissonant Whisper. I want this thing away from me, and because I think it's gross.
Ooh, 17.
That's gonna do it. It's still gonna take, half damage, but it's not gonna move away from me. Oh, so it takes 7 damage. Cool. I rolled a 14. I rolled 14.
Beautiful.
And Livy is going to, I guess, Naruto run from building to building.
Give me an athletics check.
To try to,
It's really low because you're Dampier. It's just for flavor. See how cool it looks.
We'll try.
You got it.
4. No, I knew this was going to happen.
I think you do it. You're successful at doing it, but I think even
I just look like a nerd.
Yeah, like maybe Libby's isn't fully comfortable like using this part of his like agility, you know, like having hidden among the folks for so long. I don't know. Yeah.
The mortal people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forget to ascend when needed because I've lowered myself for so long.
Oh, beautiful. It is difficult terrain still, even though you're jumping from home to home, so you have half movement. Anything else? Bonus action.
No, I'm moving away. I'm moving and grooving.
All right, that's to Ziba.
Neat. I believe I'm raging.
You are raging, yes.
For some reason, I can't select my token right now. Well, there we go. All right. I think I have a javelin. Let me check. Yes, I do. So that's 30 feet. So I gotta throw this like here. Okay. So I'm charging this giant now. Yeah, I'm a little far away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 5 feet. So I'm still 30 feet away from it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw my javelin as I start just charging this thing. Okay?
Sweet. Yeah. Give me that attack.
It's a 13.
Does not hit. Just misses as it whizzes past his ear.
Well, that's really sad.
Safe on girl!
Stop moving! I'm just trying to hit you with the toothpick! And I'm gonna charge another 35 feet towards him. Because
Yeah.
don't have
Is that half?
conservation.
Half movement?
No. So that would be 5. So I can only move 10.
Is it 40?
So 30 feet, half movement, so it's 10 more feet. Oh my god, this is gonna take me forever. He's so far away and there's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah. There's just demolished buildings everywhere. Homes.
I'm just parkouring off of it right now.
So, but you get to the point where you're standing, you can see like the outstretched hand from the statue of Myceria right next to you, just buried in the rubble. Her face kind of staring up at you from the statue.
I just used the hand to like catapult me and climb over another boulder.
Love it.
The hand. Great.
Give Myceria a high
I
five.
gotta climb over here.
Morgus, what you got for me?
How is my line of sight? I imagine it's okay
Oh, yeah.
to this guy. Okay. I think Morgus, his spell casting focus, that little glass sphere on the chain in his beard with those 3 motes in it, is going to start like going faster and then slower, as he's going to take his hand and just like pull it through the air, and this gold mist is going to form, and it's going to start spinning like a little galaxy, and his hands are going to be slow first, and then they're just going to blur extremely fast in an after image, and 1 white, 1 blue, and 1 gold, just sparkling bolts of energy are going to go straight for his eyeball. I'm casting Magic Missile at the eye, all 3 bolts. So let me mark my spell slot off for that. And then I'm going to roll the first bolt for 4 points of force damage, the second bolt for 3 points of force damage, and the third bolt for 4 points of force damage directly to its eye. And then
Love a bonus action.
yeah, is there my movement speed is 25 feet. Is there cover that I can like dart behind to my right or to my left here where I'm standing? Okay. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna move like 15 feet diagonally to my right to like dart behind a rock or the side of a ruined building or something just to get some cover. That's my turn.
Hey y'all, Mystic from the future of the podcast here. First time we've ever lost content in the recordings. So I'm just going to tell you what happened. So we are missing the next 2 turns in the initiative order, which happened to both be narrated by myself, playing Scylla as well as the Cyclops. Scylla takes half of her movement to try to get closer to the Cyclops, but is unable to make it all the way there, while the Cyclops then takes its movement, unobstructed by the rubble in front of it, to make it to the party, swinging its great club in a wide arc, hitting both Scylla, Livy, and Ziba.
Godfrey, just still frustrated and angry even more since his dart went into his own foot, is going to quickly pull it out of his foot, And then try to take a deep breath and remember what his mentor taught him about trying to control his rage when it came up in this way. He's going to reach into his pack and try to drink the next of Avanash's potions.
Oh no.
A dense purple liquid. It's an ovoid cloud of pink floating in it.
Ooh. What does it taste? We haven't been talking about it, but what does this taste like?
Nothing. Tastes like nothing because...
Yeah,
Is
so
it
he
medicine
has to
flavored?
pull up his mask just a little bit to get the drink in.
So Godfrey touches his mask and begins to pull it up as he normally would to drink a potion. But as he does, you can see this black, almost ink, holding it to his face. And as he tries to pull it, the life from his fingers, and his toes, his arms, his legs slowly start to fade away. The further and further the mask gets from his face, he's unable to drink the potion.
Yep. So Godfrey screams and drops the potion and puts the mask back on. And then is going to walk over to Ziba 15 feet and pull her up off the ground. Maybe try to offer the potion if I can. It didn't just spill everywhere.
You want me to take the potion?
It's up to you. And no, that's going to be the end of his turn.
All right, as we head back to Livy, who's been knocked off this house, knocked prone onto the rubble.
He groans a little bit and like wipes down his pants while standing up. And my brain is dead. It just takes half your action, right?
Yep.
I've been playing
Half your movement.
I've been playing Pathfinder, and so my brain is confusing both of the games. And first of all, I'm going to do incessant barking at the creature.
Ooh, that's an 8.
That's not going to do it. And I'm going to summon this time, a little Jack Russell dog, a puppy. And it's going to have it's going to look very dopey, and its tongue is going to it's constantly be sticking out.
Baby puppy.
It has 2, and it also has disadvantage.
Heck yeah.
On its next attack.
Sweet.
And I'm going to actually move so I'm half. Oh god, my computer's just being a sassy little bitch to me. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. Boop.
Nice. All right, Ziba, you see this happen with Godfrey as you're just sitting, having knocked prone with the club.
I'm still confused. I just saw him scream and then hand me part of a potion.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do with this information? It's not a bonus action.
It's your action, yes. Sorry. That was... It's not a bonus action. I have vacation brain.
That's fair.
It is an action.
You don't have to.
I'll leave it there as a refresher in a second. I gotta do something first. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna... Hopefully he put the cap back on it. I don't know. Slam it, shove it in the backpack, and we'll get to that in a second. Alright? I gotta do something first. We're gonna get up. That's half our movement. Just kind of, I can't really communicate in 6 seconds. We're just getting Godfrey a look, being like, just one moment. Kind of like taking a breath, because I'm sure I got the wind knocked out of me, like, okay. And we're gonna run at him again, because I can make that. And just swing at his knees like the tiny little rodent we are to him.
Mm-hmm.
A different kind of toothpick. Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Got too excited there for a second. Just thinking about it.
Whoa.
Anyways, so here's what happens. Everyone gets great sword damage for everyone. But anyways, so as Ziba gets up and takes this like deep breath, getting the wind knocked out of her, she just gets up and like nothing happened, charges at the Cyclops again and just swings at its knees. And as they make this cut, you almost see all of these like spectral beings that just seem to like, as if they just faded, as if they were always around Ziba. But now they seem to be visible to everyone around who is witnessing this attack. And they're going to start, you just see like these like giant, like hulking, angry orcs and humans and half-orcs all dressed in like different regalia from different eras as they just kind of like become a little bit more clear but still have this hazy image. And they all just also surround this Cyclops, and that will enact ancestral protectors. Yeah. Which means that he will have disadvantage on any attack that is not against me. And when the Cyclops hits any other creature other than me, they will have resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Whoa, that's powerful.
Good.
Sweet.
That's very good. Oh my god.
All right.
What do they look like, your ancestors?
Like I said, they're all hulking. You know, there's some orcs, there's some humans that have. There's one dwarf that we don't talk about, but
was he like adopted or?
We can't stop him, but like we don't talk about that because we're all proud of being tall in our family. Okay.
Oh my god. This coming right after the comment in the woods about Morgus not being able to see in the dark.
You don't even know how many generations back that was, okay? It's probably equally as curious of what the heck is that dwarf doing here? He was ballsy enough to marry into an orc half-orc family, so Evan knows he's a warrior who's there to be an ancestral protector, alright?
Ziba, you could have been a half-inch taller. It's a shame.
Amazing. So we go to Morgus.
Okay. I am going to dart out of my little cover here. And as Morgus does this, his eyes are gonna flash and spark like they do when he immerses himself into the weave. And more of that gold mist is going to follow his hands as he starts to like swirl them as though he was stirring something. And then he's going to reach out toward... Excuse me. Let me pause my flavor while I consider an aspect of this spell. Okay, I'm going to move close enough to be within 30 feet of this. Like that. So I will dart out from cover and then start to collect this gold mist in the air. And then I'm going to reach out with my hands toward the Cyclops, and as Morgus's hands come together, they're going to start to form these claws as though he's trying to compress something. I need the Cyclops to make a wisdom saving throw DC 14.
4.
Okay, so with that, this gold mist then starts to swirl up around the Cyclops and adheres to the Cyclops and locks it in this like temporal flux. I am just casting Tasha's hideous laughter with time flavor because Morgus.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, there's the description of the spell. You are incapacitated and unable to stand up. You are prone. However, each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. It has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage. So, one more question super quick before I dart back behind my cover. Is drinking the potions a bonus action or an action?
An action.
Okay, I'm going to dart back behind my cover.
Cool.
Over here. And that's my turn.
Sweet. It is the Cyclops' turn. As he's blinded still to the end of this turn, and now stuck in a time weave, all he can do is make a save.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 3.
I don't mean to throw this off, but is the Cyclops' intelligence score 4 or lower?
Oh, good question. I forgot to ask that. Thank you, Adam.
No. It's an 8.
Okay. So it's not immune to the spell.
It's a respectable 8.
My intelligence is 4 or below. I'm immune to the effects of time.
Yeah.
I love that with the flavor.
To me.
All right, Scylla, now being able to close the gap, having stood up and moved a little bit on her last turn, is going to run up to the other foot and take a whack at the creature. I'm going to use my die.
That is at advantage because incapacitated.
Yeah.
But it will trigger a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Okay. Ooh.
Are you
these
okay?
Dice are hard to read. I rolled really badly.
Are we glad it's at advantage still?
No. I rolled a 4 and a 6 on the die. So even with advantage, that's a 10 with her longsword. As the Cyclops just like phases out exactly when the sword would have touched its leg.
Okay.
And she misses. That's it for Scylla. So we had to Godfrey.
Because he's in a
The Cyclops
time.
phases out.
It's like
It's-
stuck in the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his flavor.
Um,
Sorry.
So, would I be close enough to get to the Cyclops' head if it is laid prone and 40 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay. I want Godfrey to jump up onto its head and try to stab it in the eyeball
Cool.
with his short sword.
God damn, everyone hates this thing's eye.
It only has one of them.
I'm so excited for the sound of the eye coming out of the socket.
All right. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's not in my tray. It takes 9 points of piercing damage
Whoa.
as Godfrey jumps up and runs up straight to its eyeball in its temporal state and just stabs straight through just the pupil.
That's a wisdom saving throw at advantage for the...
Five.
And then he's going to take... What's that? Oh. He's going to take his other hand, and it's going to be furled in like the dark mist you've seen in it before, and he's going to try to reach into its eyeball and grab at the back of the eye and just try to pull.
Oh, God. Oh.
That is another 24 to hit. And this is using my last key point for Hand of Harm. So he takes, let me make sure that's right. Yep, 6 points of necrotic damage and 6 points of bludgeoning damage as Godfrey reaches in and starts to pull.
You pull out his eye. Yep.
I'm glad
I'm not happy about this.
Yes. Would pulling out the eye also trigger a wisdom saving throw at advantage?
Yeah.
I mean, it's another instance of damage.
I'm very disturbed.
Yeah.
He is blind, has no eye. Wow. 13?
DC 14.
Okay. Still stuck.
Yeah, Morgus said, fuck this Cyclops in particular today.
Oh, God.
That's the end of Godfrey's turn.
All right, back to Livy.
Livy is going to see this and take his opportunity to run behind Ziba and use the spell enhance ability, and I'm going to use the strength one. So the target has advantage on strength checks. I believe does that include attacks? Actually, I should ask that first. So it's strength.
What do you mean by attacks? Attacks? Yeah. It includes attacks. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I asked this last time, and my small bird brain keeps on forgetting. So,
so what does that mean?
So you have advantage on your attacks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was 30 feet getting there, so I'm just gonna hope it doesn't hit me now.
Great. Ziba, you have double advantage, which is just advantage, but you do have double advantage as this creature's phasing out, and you see Godfrey rip out its eye with his bare hand.
All right. I'm still disturbed by that, but I'll process that later. Right now, we're just raging. Me as a person. Okay. I think I'm just gonna be a little. I don't know who these spectral beings are, but a little freaked out by them, and then just be like, whatever, they're helping. Hold them still. We're going at the needs, bro. Oh, at 13 to start. That's not much better,
13.
but a dirty 20 for advantage.
A dirty 20 will hit. Mm-hmm.
I'll be 12 slashing damage.
Beautiful. This thing has been bloodied during Godfrey's turn and is starting to show the effects of battle as you all just gang up and start pummeling it from all directions.
Just like kicking your walls down.
Start it down!
I think there's there it is.
You've been adding rage damage to these hits?
That should be
14.
That breaks the effect.
Wait.
The 12 turns into
I'm
14
gonna use-
damage, and the other
12,
10 should be 12
wait.
damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm also going
but the
to.
Cyclops got a 12, so
I'm
it's
going to
still
use
stuck.
my cutting words, and I'm going to use my cutting words, and I'm going to, you can make an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. You can use one of your bardic inspirations, roll the dice, and subtract the number from the creature's roll.
He hasn't attacked anything.
He hasn't attacked yet. He's just stuck.
No, I meant with the stuck.
He failed already, so I would just save it.
Oh.
He already failed it.
Oh, I thought
No.
you said he succeeded.
Yeah.
Because he rolled it.
I got mixed up on the numbers.
It was me adding confusion to the
Okay.
situation.
Keep it in your pocket.
Okay.
Do it again in the future.
Got
Put it in your pocket.
Anything else, Siba?
Every time I'm asked that, I question my whole life story. Yes, I believe that's it.
Okay. Morgus, how's that rock treating you?
You know, it's surprisingly comfortable. It's a little bit warm, which is nice. Oh, never mind. I should probably. All right. So is Morgus's inner dialogue. So yeah, I'm going to dart out here, probably back and diagonal a little bit. And Morgus is just like, as he's almost just going to like take a few steps around and like swirl his hand in the air to generate that white and gold fire and then release it. I'm going to do a firebolt,
Nice.
which this guy's prone. I believe that's at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Ranged.
So,
Mhm.
okay. Okay, that's what I got. 1.
A natural one?
Yep.
No.
Yikes.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no.
Rip us.
Who's going to catch on fire now?
All right, here's what happens. Your firebolt. For some reason you are surprised, whether that's by Godfrey ripping out the eye, something impacts your ability to shoot at this point, and you accidentally shoot the firebolt into the rubble underneath everyone. And the remnants of the wood, of the furniture, and the homes beneath this rock begins to catch fire. You can see pieces of it tickling up through the stone, and you know that it's just going to continue to grow.
Wasn't this place already on fire?
A little bit, but not exactly where we were.
Yeah.
We're kind of avoiding that.
Why do I suspect that there's going to be little potions underneath that rubble? I shouldn't give the DM ideas. Moving on. Okay. I'm going to dart back behind my Morgus is going to probably like swirl the firebolt, like look at the eye, go, ugh, and then whack. And then I'm just going to dart back behind my little rock, wherever that is. And
I'm going to draw a line so we can both know.
So there's the rock. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Here, let me explain. Anchor has all the tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Whenever hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And best of all, Anchor's totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right, Cyclops is going to make a save. It's a 5. It's just stuck in the weave.
Okay.
As Scylla takes another attack at advantage. There we go. 21 to hit will hit. And that will be 6 slashing damage. She slices exactly opposite where Ziba has sliced the knee. Go for the knees, right?
Yeah!
Oh my god, these knees are gonna look terrible. This is gonna be a kneeless corpse.
all the spectrals also are yelling. Now they're all
fantastic.
cheering, going for the knees.
Oh, 16 as Scylla's hit breaks the spell Morgus has cast on this Cyclops.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my thing now.
Oh yeah.
Can it be used on saving throws?
I think so. An attack roll, ability check, damage roll.
Not saving throw.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 2. Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. But it also would say like saving throw,
That's true.
not just ability check.
That's actually true, so it doesn't. So I can't do it anyway. Doesn't matter.
You'll get a chance to do it, I promise.
Someday. Someday.
It'll be clutch. It'll be so clutch when it happens.
Yes. Great. That's it for Scylla as we head to Godfrey.
Okay, but the Cyclops is still prone.
Still
even
prone.
though the effects more now.
Yep.
So Godfrey is going to now slide into the cavity where the eyeball used to be and start stabbing its brain.
How do you
22 to hit.
22?
Yep.
Yes. I'm scared.
Takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he's just going to take a handful of gray matter with his unarmed strike.
How do you deal damage to this?
18 to hit?
An 18 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes an extra 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's so disturbing.
Whoa. I have no words. Is that it?
What's that?
Is that all?
Yep, that's the end of Godfrey's
Is that it?
He's just going to hang out in the empty eye socket.
It's Livy.
Well, I'm going to move away. I'm going to move 15 feet
God,
back.
who's changed, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general. Just like... Because I don't know how to deal with this.
Sorry, is this too much?
No,
Am I
it's
getting
great.
grabbed?
It's great.
Oh,
It's great.
okay.
It's more Edward as a whole. And I don't know. I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
make
getting suspicious about your spell slots, Ed, but...
It's, I have 2. I was able to do a full sleep, remember? I'm the only one.
Oh, yeah. That's true. 13.
Beats a save DC, yeah, 13. So I can still roll. It'll just be half damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12, so 6.
Ooh. Nice. This man is wounded.
And Livy, every time he does, he it's less of a whisper and more just because he takes his lyre out every time he does this, and it's just like the grating, like the lyre, like at the edge of his hearing. It's just
Nice.
ever so subtly there. I think I only have, actually.
With your
No,
little
I-
Jack Russell following you around.
Yeah, with the little Jack Russell with his like a tongue out. It's like it doesn't dissipate when the spell ends. It's still there with its like tongue out. It's like eyes like just staring into the void.
Yep. Sweet. All right, Ziba.
I'm still processing. All right. Okay. I think you know from the very beginning, Ziba likes like little tokens, like getting those little things to take with them, like the flower, the crown. You know what I mean? Like you gotta.
Is she gonna take the brain or the eye?
I didn't get that. That was fairly Godfrey's. Okay, like he did the work, he gets the eye. But I would like to go for one of these tiny little skulls. I don't know what they are. And the likelihood that I stab him while trying to cut it off is high.
Okay. So you're going for like the tie of how one of these skulls on the body of the Cyclops itself are like
it,
tied
at the same
to
time
him.
trying to aim for the however that skull is tied to him because I want the skull.
The same way you wanted to pants the knoll.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I got you.
I forgot I had my dice. So I'm going to use my actual dice. That is an 18. Fantastic.
That hits.
Oh, it's an advantage. Let me just check if I crit.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that is a 23, which is better.
Nice.
That'll be 9 slashing damage. Plus 2, 11.
Plus 2 for rage.
I'm gonna remember one of these two. I just need to put a big sticky note up.
Great. Yeah, you slash like right below like his thigh, like right below the groin as you like jump and slash, and this big like reptilian looking skull just like falls to the ground.
Call dibs.
I like to imagine all of your ancestral guardians just cheer as soon as you say that.
All right, Morgus.
All right. Morgus is going to dart back out from behind the rock and kind of go, "Ooh, well done, Ziba." And then just wind up the pitch and release a fireball at disadvantage again because it's still close.
Yep.
Glad I got. Oh, that's a natural 20. Except not because disadvantage, but it is a 14.
14 meets it, beats it.
Yay! Okay. I hate seeing that natural 20 on disadvantage. I will take 4 points it will take 4 points of fire damage.
Beautiful.
Then,
as your turn has come back around.
Yes.
The flames, Ziba, you kind of feel under your feet the rock you're standing on is getting a bit warm. And the flames start to kind of lick a little bit higher outside of the rocks all around this area. And Livy and Morgus, you have the best view of them kind of poking out as Ziba and Scylla are in the thick of it and Godfrey's in an eye socket.
Yeah, I think I would like, because I can see this and it's this moment, I think Morgus is, can I just use my bonus action to shout, there's fire, get away from there.
Yeah.
So, that's my turn. I will move back behind my rock.
Cool. It's the Cyclops' turn. He's gonna stand up and try and grab Godfrey out of his eye.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. I don't even know what track for this. Athletics.
Is it like an opposed grapple?
I don't know.
He's trying to grab me?
He's trying to grab you, yeah.
So could I make it acrobatics instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sweet. I'll take a picture.
Natural 20.
Because I got a natural 20 for a total of 25.
What are you shaking your head
Godfrey's
at?
mad. Had a very bad day.
Me? I don't know. I don't know what's... I've lost all
This
control.
is what we came here for.
So what did you roll?
What happens? What happens, Adam?
So Godfrey just sinks back to where he's next to the brain, and this Cyclops' hands are just too big to fit into his own eye socket to grab him.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
if anything, he just tries to push in a finger to grab Godfrey, but he pokes the inside of his brain instead, and it makes his arm spasm.
Gold star.
What sort of music does he hear?
Fantastic. That's Priscilla who's gonna make another longsword attack. It's a natural 1, but with advantage.
Is it advantage? Oh, yeah, because he's blind.
It's a 12, which will miss. So we go to Godfrey.
All right, Godfrey, just dodging it, is going to grab a hand at the edge of that eye socket and just keep stabbing. That's a 10 to hit.
Nope.
As he's jostled by the movement of the Cyclops, he then comes back again and tries to just punch deep inside the center of the brain with a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Amazing. He's not doing great. Doing pretty bad. As you're just attacking him from the inside, essentially.
As a player, I feel bad.
As Godfrey, do you feel bad?
No, Godfrey's eating this up.
Yeah.
He's getting out a lot of pent-up frustration with the day.
I feel that.
And the town.
Yeah.
Yep, end of my turn.
Livy, what's up?
A lot right now. Livy's thinking about a lot of things. He's thinking about one of his friends just pulled an eyeball out of a gall. Not a golem. I don't know why I said that. Out of a Cyclops. There's just a lot of things on his mind right now. One is that I totally wasted that spell slot. Trying to think. How's everyone doing health-wise?
Godfrey's at half. But you also saw Scylla try to heal him with lay on hands and it have no effect earlier.
That's true.
I'm looking a little bloody, but Not slowing me down.
I'm actually okay, so I'm going to just use my Bork Boy again. I'll heal afterwards.
Bork, bork, bork.
Yeah.
Bork, bork, bork.
8.
It doesn't do it. 3! He gets a little bit louder, a little bit more insistent. And he's even like with us he's tiny, but he's like minuscule if this Cyclops could see him, and he's just running in between like the legs of this Cyclops.
Beautiful.
Like trying to get his attention.
What a cute pup.
My ancestors are very confused. They're like, we did not bring this one.
We didn't bring this. That's another one of your ancestors, and it's very disturbing.
No.
Ziba, what's up? What's Ziba up to?
I think this is more of a game at this point, so I'm gonna take the skull off of the ground and like wear it on my head like a helmet.
It's like just the top of the lizard skull, so like the nose sticks out like the bill of a hat.
Perfect. After a little bit of hype after putting that on from my ancestors around here, which I fully embraced at this point, we're gonna try climbing on top of the Cyclops to avoid the fire.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. He did start to stand.
Okay. How much?
But
all right, I'll take it.
Climb his leg.
16.
Yeah, you're good. You're just holding on to his pants.
That's gonna help me climb up.
Him. Mm-hmm.
There's thought in here. That'll be 25. Not quite a crit, but I'll close.
Yeah.
5, 4, 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 2 is 15 slashing damage. Yes,
7.
I did.
Oh, you did the plus 2.
That's why I verbally said it all out loud.
13.
Yeah.
The Cyclops falls down on that knee, his bottom of his leg just like giving out as blood starts gushing from the artery you have opened, Zippa, in his leg.
I'm using that to climb up.
There's just probably so much blood.
It's getting
too.
slippery
more
now,
like
so
a
it's harder to
river.
climb, so I have to keep stabbing more holes to like get above that.
You can hear the tss, 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 tss of cooking blood as it hits the stones under you.
Nice. Whatever. We got our climbing hat on, so let's go.
All right, Morgan.
Let's go.
Safety first.
Okay. Morgus is gonna jump back around and go. If I told you to get away from there. Other direction.
Okay.
It's only turn on technicality as he like just like he's just yelling at this point as his hands are like forming another thing of white gold fire. He's just gonna like
You gotta be more specific.
chuck
man.
it. Is this creature still prone or not?
It's not prone, but it is blind,
Okay.
so it's at advantage.
Yay.
Also, incessant barking.
17 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Isn't that right? Oh, apparently it's 18 to hit, but I'll take it. So. 8 points of fire damage.
I always feel bad for this thing.
Really not looking good as it falls to the other knee. Scylla having to like stumble out of the way a little bit. It just says, "Oh!" just like screaming, trying to claw Godfrey out of its eye.
I
As
think
we go
Morgus
to
is
the-
going to cringe a little and be like, ugh, and go back behind his rock.
Yeah.
At this point, like, killing it is a mercy.
Scylla feels the same way and will try to hit it with her longsword. It's an 18, which will hit. Taking out the Cyclops, who falls over onto its right side on the stone. And you can see where its feet are like red and burning and blistering as the flames are growing taller and taller. You're no longer in initiative. That is it, everyone. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to the adventure, following us along. We're so close to the end of a story arc. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's so close. I just want to say thank you to everyone who, is supporting us and following us. If you've been listening and loving the podcast, feel free to join us over on our Patreon for Autumn Moon Studios, the fantasy and TTRPG content studio that we are creating. We have another podcast coming out in August called Both. Both is good. And you'll find so much content behind the scenes, monthly Q&As. We're still working really hard to get to that $100 goal to break even on our stuff. From there, the world's our oyster. Tell your friends, tell your family. Join us on Patreon. And you know what? We love y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Intro and outro by Nolan Clock. Everything else by myself and the cast. Have a great day.